and this is going to be super controversial, but it has to be said, dog. And there's two ways I could approach this. One way is the funny way, and one way is the serious way that nobody is going to understand except for people who have been watching every single game and every single drive and every single possession that the Dolphins have been having since Tua has been back. The serious point is this. You can make the argument that Tua is the MVP of the NFL, dog. The difference from him not being on this team and him being on this team is one of the starkest difference I've ever seen. Cooper Rush has put up 27 points a day. Like, is Cooper Rush as good as Dak Prescott? Not on his best day. The best Cooper Rush performance would be an average Dak Prescott performance, but we still put up 27 points. Skylar Thompson doesn't even know how to write 27 points, dog. Like, he doesn't even know what it looks like. Like, that's where you guys are coming from. So when I say that Tua should be in the running for MVP, if we are holding it to what it means, most valuable player, he has to be in the running. Or just throw the fucking whole thing away.
You know what, Herbie?
Go ahead.
Not to cut you off. I just want to make this quick point. Tua, and to what you're saying, the previous 2 years under Mike McDaniel, Tua to start the season was in MVP odds. Last season, he was basically in the MVP odds all the way up until we played the Ravens, and then he was basically out. It was him and Tyreek. But you can make the case that this, if he hadn't got a hurt, Herbie, the way he's playing right now, this might have been the MVP season for him, Herbie. Because we're in such a deep hole, it's hard to say. But Herbie, if the Dolphins climb out of this hole, I mean,
listen, we're at the point where it's so far gone when it comes to conversations around Tua that nobody knows how to properly rate him, right? But based off of what I'm seeing, and you know me, I'm not gonna say I'm a critic or anything like that, but I'll say, nah, chill, and I'll be like, yeah, he's really good, but if you put him in this situation, how would he look? Fuck all of that. There is no argument that you can make since this man has returned that he has not been playing like a top 5 quarterback.
Easily.
There's no argument that you can make against that. How many people are routinely throwing for 3 touchdowns a game? He had 4 today. He's throwing for 300 yards in a season where all of these guys are getting by with 220 and 230 tops.
Herbie, he has 11 touchdowns and 1 pick since he's been back. Like, that's elite. Herbie, those are elite numbers, man. Like, with averaging 250 yards per game, Herbie, with being 60% scoring on touchdown drives and 60% on third down. That's elite.
And you can't make the argument that Tyreek is making him better. Obviously, Tyreek being on the field makes everybody better. But that's not even his number one target. Jonnu Smith had 11 targets today. Tyreek Smith has 6. So it ain't like he's like letting Tyreek Hill and he's eating off of his production because he's married to Tyreek Hill. No, bruh.
Nope.
No. So it is incredible to see how transformative this man has been for the Miami Dolphins on this run. Now, the other point I wanted to make, which is funny, fucked up, funny, really fucked up, but funny, kind of like horrible, but hilarious. And I'm going to make it right now. Right. And I have to ask you a question.
What's up, bro?
Did this last CTE turn Tua into a football savant? Like, did he just hit his head and now he's a savant or something, dog? Like, seriously, actually, you know that's how it happens. You just hit your head and become a genius. So, man, this podcast is never getting off the ground, man. Ever.
Hey, listen, Herbie. You know what I think it is? When you think about the journey that Tua has taken since, coming out of college hurt, being drafted by us, the whole Flores debacle, his first couple years with McDaniels and the concussions. Last season, Tua kind of played with a bit of a chip on his shoulder, right? He gained some weight. He took jiu-jitsu so he could play healthy for the whole year. in a weird way, it's kind of like coming into the season. Like with Tua, there's always going to be that cloud of, man, what happens when he gets hurt? Eventually, what happens when he gets a concussion or he hurts this or hurts that? I think him getting hurt in that Bills game early on, getting the concussion, coming back, getting that shit out the way. To me, just from how I'm looking at him, Herbie, he looks freer than he's been the entire time he's been. Like he's playing.
Yeah, bro. He's Cuban.
With
he's Cuban Tua, bro. He's Cuban Tua, dog.
You see that hair?
Nah,
you see
that nigga. Yeah, that boy. He a Homestead heavy. Yeah, I know where he at. I know where he at.
That boy be playing dominoes with the poppies in Little Havana, dog.
Dominoes in Little Havana with the poppies for sure. With the button down with hair on his chest, bro. He's straight Cuban up. Tua. Cuban Tua is a different cat altogether.
Vice City Tua, man.
GTA Vice City Tua, dog. For real. I said, this nigga got gold hair. Oh yeah, he at Club Live on a Sunday for sure. Yeah, he different. This ain't the nigga. This ain't the nigga from Hawaii that I'm used to, bro. No. Right now, does this make it even harder? Because a lot of the conversation around him getting his last concussion was he should retire. Now he's playing so good that I don't even know how to have the conversation, because it's like, who wants to have that conversation? Like it's always in the back of your head, to the point where you hear announcers saying, "Oh no," when he's taking off to run.
Yes. Everybody sees it. Tua gives people anxiety, Herbie. Tua gives people anxiety because he's like a mini car crash. Like you're just like, whenever he takes off the run and you see he's about to get hit, you close your eyes, Herbie, because you don't know. Like with him, it's unpredictable. You know what I mean? Like that game against the Bills, who would have ever guessed him trying to truck a DB would send his ass to the fucking locker room to you know what I'm saying? Like take him out the game. You know what I mean? So yeah, with Tua, you always have that air of just like, damn, like what if, like, and listen, I said that for his health, it would be good for him to retire. But I could never, ever, ever tell a man or be angry with a man, because as men, we understand, like, it's all about your purpose. Are you conflicted?
I'm gonna ask you out the gate. Are you conflicted?
No, I'm not conflicted. Just because I don't agree with you, listen, I don't even want to say I don't agree with you pursuing your dream, because I would never want to tell a man not to do what he loves. It's just, I'm just thinking about the other factors. But nigga, you a grown ass man. It's your life. You got paid. And let me tell you something, Herbie. The injury was the only reason I was concerned about him getting paid. And he wasn't even playing this good before he got paid. And I'm thinking about guys like Trevor Lawrence, Herbie, who got money. And I'm wondering how Jags fans feel about paying that. You know what I mean? Like how do you feel? How do Giants fans feel about extending Daniel Jones just to make him the scout team's safety, Herbie? To the point to where Daniel Jones got to the point to where he was like, bruh, y'all are sizing me so much, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like Daniel Jones is just like, wait, I get that y'all don't want me to be the starting quarterback. I can't even be the backup. God. I can't even be the third string. I gotta be the scout team. God. Herbie, not even the scout team quarterback. I gotta be the scout team safety. Herbie. Hey, we paid a guy that we worry about his health, but we're not worried about how he plays. Oh man.